David Matthews had grown used to quiet Christmases with just his daughter, Lily. But this year, a knock on the door shattered the calm. When he opened it, his heart froze standing. There was Julia, his ex-wife, smiling nervously. She hadn't called, she hadn't warned him, and yet here she was, wanting to step back into their world. Would he let her in? Or would the past stay locked out forever? The Christmas lights twinkled along the quiet suburban street as David Matthews carried his 6-year-old daughter, Lily, into their cozy home. The scent of cinnamon and pine filled the air, and for the first time in years, he felt the familiar warmth of holiday cheer. Life as a single dad hadn't been easy, but seeing Lily's eyes light up at the sight of the Christmas tree made every challenge worthwhile. He set Lily down, and she immediately darted toward the living room, her excitement impossible to contain. "Daddy, can we hang the angel on the tree first, please?" she pleaded, her tiny hands clasping the delicate ornament. David chuckled, ruffling her hair. "Of course, pumpkin. Let's make it extra special this year." As he reached for the angel, the doorbell rang. David frowned. Visitors were rare this time of year. They usually brought more stress than joy. Lily ran to the door, and when he opened it, he froze there. Standing on the porch, in a heavy red coat, was Julia, his ex-wife. Her hair was longer now, and her eyes still held the same warmth he remembered. But there was a hesitancy in her smile. "Hi, David," she said softly. Is Lily here?" David swallowed hard, trying to mask the mix of emotions that hit him like a winter storm. "Yeah, she's inside." He stepped aside, letting Julia in. Lily's laughter filled the room as she noticed her mother. "Mom," she gasped, rushing into Julia's arms. Tears sprang to Julia's eyes as she hugged Lily tightly. David remained by the doorway, feeling a mix of nostalgia and uncertainty. "Hey, kiddo," Julia whispered, brushing Lily's hair back. I didn't want to miss Christmas." David's heart twisted. He had imagined 100 scenarios where he and Julia might cross paths, but none had prepared him for this moment. I wasn't expecting you," he admitted. Julia glanced around the decorated living room. "I know it's sudden. I wanted to see her. It's been too long." The evening was awkward at first. They exchanged small talk, skirted around old wounds, and tried to navigate the fragile balance of co-parenting as strangers. Yet, as they decorated the tree together, a familiar rhythm returned, the one they used to share. David watched Julia laugh at Lily's antics, and he felt a pang of something he thought he had buried, longing. "Daddy, can we read the Christmas story now?" Lily asked, holding the book with wide eyes. Julia smiled at David. "Why don't we do it together, like old times?" David nodded, and they sat on the couch, Lily snuggled between them. As Julia read aloud, her voice soft and comforting, David felt a sense of closure he hadn't realized he needed. This Christmas, he wasn't just sharing memories with Lily, he was reconnecting with a part of his past he hadn't dared revisit. After the story, Lily fell asleep in David's arms. Julia stood quietly, looking at her daughter. "She's growing up so fast," she whispered. "She is," David said, his voice low. "And she deserves both of us, even if it's complicated." Julia met his gaze, and for a moment, the years of separation seemed to dissolve. "Maybe it doesn't have to be," she said. David felt a warmth that had nothing to do with the Christmas lights. He realized that love doesn't always follow the path we expect it, sometimes returns in the quiet moments, in the laughter of a child, in the unspoken understanding between two people who once shared a life. As Julia left that night, David walked her to the door. "Merry Christmas," he said softly. She smiled, her eyes glistening. "Merry Christmas, David. Thank you for letting me back in, even if just for tonight." As the door closed behind her, David looked down at the sleeping Lily in his arms. He felt a profound sense of hope. Christmas had given him more than just decorations and gifts. It had given him a second chance at understanding, forgiveness, and perhaps, in time, love. And in the quiet glow of the Christmas tree, he knew that sometimes the most unexpected reunions were the ones that healed the deepest wounds.